Meet Lola, the sea lion pup. For this youngster, growing up wild is one giant adventure. To thrive on Argentina's wild coast, Lola must learn the ways of land and the sea, how to handle the tides and the fights. She has her mother to teach her, but her greatest test will be learning to dodge hungry neighbors. Across South America, baby animals are taking their first steps and tackling their first challenges. Their generations are the future of their species. They are the new kids in the wild. This is Maria. She's an adult southern sea lion. She's landed on the beach, carrying precious cargo. It's a very special shoreline. Midway down the coast of Argentina, Peninsula Valdes juts out into the South Atlantic Ocean. At the top is Punta Norte, Maria's beach. The peninsula has around 400 kilometers of coastline and is home to over 30,000 southern sea lions. Now in summer, Maria's joining over 1,000 who choose Punta Norte Beach to give birth and breed. Lots of huge males are lined up along the shore, each surrounded by his group or harem of females. Maria spots a top male that looks able to keep her safe and protect her unborn pup. This is Ramiro. He weighs over 300 kilograms and looks strong enough for the job. Maria joins his harem. Rubbing necks helps them to get to know each other's face and smell. Ramiro probably isn't the father of her unborn pup, but his aim is to keep Maria safe in his harem until he mates with her. Indirectly, that's good for her pup. Giving birth in a big colony like Punta Norte means Maria is safer from outside predators. But predators aren't the only threat. The other males nearby are all poised to steal females if they get the chance. Ramiro must be bigger, stronger, and wiser than his neighbors. Maria needs the best protection for her and her pup. Two days later, and morning brings the dawn of a new life. Maria was born on this beach, and now a new generation is on the way. Her pup arrives. She's able to see and weighs a hefty 12 kilos. little Lola. Immediately she calls out. Her mum calls back, and they begin to sniff each other. It's a great start. Soon there will be around 1,000 pups on this beach. It's vital she and Maria can recognize each other quickly by their unique smells and calls. In the coming days, the pair will most surely get separated. This is not a peaceful nursery. Lola has been born in a battleground. Like Ramiro, the big males want as many females as possible in their harems. They will all grab and steal more whenever they get the chance. Every top male has to protect his harem night and day. They won't leave their females, not even to eat. In the mayhem, pups are caught in the crossfire. They often get separated from their mums. Sometimes worse. It's all very intimidating to a newborn pup. In Ramiro's harem, one of the other females has just given birth. Lots of males are close by, some looking for their first female. One sees his chance. He tries to steal the new mum. Ramiro fights and wins her back. Next door, others are cashing in on the chaos. This male has slunk in from the sea. He grabs another new mum and swings her away from her protector. Other males try to keep him away from their harems. The female tries to fight him too, but he's won her, for now. In the mayhem, the helpless newborn is left calling for its mum. For Maria and Lola, it's a close call. They need to watch their backs and hope Ramiro doesn't drop his guard. As an uneasy peace falls, the gulls start tidying up. Lola is getting used to her mum's smell and call, and is nursing. Maria's milk is packed with fat to help her create the layer of blubber Lola needs underneath her skin. It will keep her warm, especially when she starts swimming. The more she drinks, the fatter, warmer, and stronger she'll get. Further along the shoreline, huge elephant seals are frolicking in the surf. The peninsula is a vital breeding ground for these giants too. Males can weigh over 3,000 kilograms, and females can reach an impressive 900. Elephant seals can't walk, so they heave their bodies around on land. It's a slow and cumbersome process. Sea lions, though, can walk on their flippers, and adults can reach quite a speed. Just a few days later, Lola is practicing. Slowly. Her long flippers are built for swimming, but they can bend and twist to walk. It's really hard work, though. Especially on the pebbles. But mastering this skill will give her more chance of getting out of trouble when the next fight erupts. Asleep would be good right now, but it sounds like there's trouble brewing. Another series of fights have broken out on the beach. In the melee, Ramiro is busy fending off a neighbor on his left. While his back is turned, his right-hand neighbor cashes in. He grabs Maria for his harem. If she tries to flee, he might grab her again, and she could get hurt. Lola is left, stranded. She won't survive long on her own. Instinct tells her she must find her mum, somehow. There's a maze of other mums to negotiate, all fiercely protective of their pups and their prized milk. But then, she hears a familiar call. She's found her. They have a new protector, and he seems quicker on his flippers than Ramiro. But though it's peaceful now, on this beach, that never lasts for long. It's a big morning for Lola. She's over a week old, and already she's much stronger. Her walking is bolder. And thanks to all that rich milk, she's putting on weight. But while Lola has been nursing for days, Maria hasn't eaten at all. She hunts for her food in the sea. So today, she needs to go and forage, out in the ocean. Lola hasn't been on her own before. The beach is more dangerous without her mother to defend her. Her mum could be gone for days. It's a long time to be alone in a battleground. But actually, Lola won't be on her own. Sea lions have a sort of daycare. With lots of pups born at the same time, other mums need to go hunting too. So today, Lola joins the colony kindergarten. It's a busy place, full of complaining, wriggling pups. There's no nursery staff as such, but other mums tolerate pups nearby, so long as they don't get too close. It's a big first without Maria. But at least Lola has new friends to snuggle with. Maybe growing up on this beach isn't so bad after all. In fact, Lola's home is an ideal spot for a new sea lion. It's on the edge of a huge dry plateau. A windswept desert with no trees, but lots of tough plants. There's steep cliffs, around 100 meters high. Rocky pools and channels fringe the shore. It's home to so much wildlife, it's a protected UNESCO World Heritage Site. Offshore, around 24 orcas visit this coastline. Along with rare southern right whales. On the beaches, just like sea lions, penguins come back to the same beach every year to breed. These are Magellanic penguins. Unlike the sea lions, they mate for life. And when the pair meet again, after months apart at sea, there's a gently rapturous reunion. When the chicks arrive, Mum and Dad share the parenting too. They're a small, tight-knit family with doting parents. It's a stark contrast to Lola's life. just along the beach. Out at sea, Maria is fishing. She's a fabulous diver and scours the seabed, hunting for octopus and squid. Her eyes are adapted to see in low light, which is really useful, as her average dive is around 45 meters deep. Her body is so evolved for diving. She only needs to come up for air every 20 minutes. And her long front flippers provide superb speed in the water. She needs to catch a lot of squid and fish to make that rich milk for her daughter. On the beach, Lola has had enough of waiting. It's been 3 days. She's hungry, and there's so much trouble to avoid. Other mums are as grumpy as usual. And all the males, young and old, fight at a moment's notice. She has to steer clear of so many big sea lions. It's tough being a pup. Lola sees mums are coming home. She calls. But none are Maria. And then she hears the unique reply she's been waiting for. Mum is back. After 3 days hunting at sea, there's lots of milk to fill a growing, hungry tummy. Another morning at Punta Norte. The sun is just pushing through. Everyone is resting on the beach. Thanks to her mother's milk, Lola's packing on more weight. Her growing layer of blubber is helpful in the cold. But on a sunny day, it's easy to get too hot. By watching her mum, Lola has a new trick. Flipper lifting. Her flippers are long and slender, with blood vessels close to the surface. When she lifts them into the breeze, or pushes them into the wet pebbles, her body loses heat really quickly. Everyone does it. It's really cool. It's It's getting quieter at Punta Norte these days. The big males are leaving the beach. Now they've mated with their females, they're off to hunt and eat for the first time in about 2 months. For Lola and the other pups, it's the start of a new and very special time. With mostly mums, pups and young adults on the beach, everyone can relax. There's more space to play and to learn, and more time for both. Lola has many lessons ahead to become a savvy sea lion. Puerto Norte is the perfect place to start a crucial one: swimming. The steep beach is fringed with rocks, creating loads of sea lion paddling pools. Unlike a lot of marine mammals who swim well from birth, Lola needs her mum and aunties to teach her. At 4 weeks old now, she's strong enough to learn. Lola's nose closes naturally when she's in the sea. But she can't breathe underwater. So she learns to come up for air. She's starting to get the hang of it. Until she opens her mouth and gets a load of seawater and sand. When the tide drops further, it gets even more fun. Extra pools appear. The whole area is one great pup playground. It's a big reason why Lola's mum and probably grandma were born at Punta Norte. It's such a safe swimming place. Mums can leave pups to explore alone. She finds pool after pool. She plays bitey face games with her friend Sophia, practicing how to defend herself and catch things with her teeth. And she has such fun swimming, she doesn't notice that most of the others have already gone back. It's a long way back to the beach when the tide is out. Other pups are heading for a snooze with creche mates. They choose the most direct route. The middle is the safest place to be and the favorite. But Lola's mum is waiting on the beach, and that's the best place of all. It's a very different day at Punta Norte. The tide is in, and the wind is whipping up the waves. Maria is hungry. She heads off for a few days feeding. Lola doesn't want to be left behind this time. After swimming in the rock pools, her confidence is high. She sets off to follow Maria. Her mum dips under the next wave. And Lola feels the full force of the southern Atlantic. This huge sea is way out of her league. She hurries back to her friends. As Peninsula Valdes is a protected area, pleasure boats and fishing activities are restricted. It means Maria can find food close to the shore, ideal for a mum with a hungry daughter on the beach. Her hearing is superb, and her sensitive whiskers pick up vibrations in the water. So even when visibility is poor, she can still find fish to hunt. Bigger prey she'll often shake to rip it apart. Small anchovies like these, she swallows whole. Hunting well takes months of practice. Maria will be alongside her daughter for almost a year, teaching the skills she needs. Back on the beach, Lola's day has got much better. There's so many things to discover and play with. She practices shaking seaweed prey and feels new textures with her whiskers. She tests out what might be good to eat, what smells bad, and how her flippers work. It's all very intriguing. There's lots of bitey face games on the beach today. As she plays, Lola's jaws are getting stronger and faster. It means she'll catch more fish in the future and one day be able to defend her own pup. It's even possible to play with three, if you're really quick. As the wind picks up, the sea gets rougher. Maria is back from hunting and wants to sleep. But Lola has spotted something, and it needs investigating. It's unusual. Lola's not met a penguin before. She spots a youngster too. She tests it out with her teeth, but it doesn't flap like seaweed. It seems quite cross and doesn't like bitey games. She tries again, but he doesn't join in. He's no fun. The tide is on its way out, so soon better games are on offer. The rock pool playground is open. Maria takes Lola down to hone her swimming skills. Some friends have come along too. Sophia is the best rock pool buddy. Together, they play great games. Dipping under the water to avoid a bite. Swimming further in a game of sea lion tag. It's really easy to float, but diving down is trickier. To practice swimming in deeper water, Maria takes her closer to the sea. Maria calls, trying to keep Lola close and to warn off other mums coming back from hunting. They're making the long, rocky trek to the beach. Lola is having too much fun to listen to Maria. One mum is scratching in the rock pools. They get too close to the scratcher. The scratcher slinks up from behind to tell Lola off. Maria defends her daughter and barks a warning to keep away. It's a big lesson. The next time Maria calls like that, Lola knows to pay more attention. Two months on at Punta Norte, and now all the pups are enjoying deep water. It's great fun to swim out with the swell and surf back in. Lola is at the water's edge, but not for long. She's learned to duck under the waves, dodging the full force, and play chase, twisting, turning, and doubling back. It's an important game. The better Lola gets at swimming, the more fish she'll catch. Some of the older pups are heading off with their mums to other beaches on the peninsula. That means swimming in open sea and covering longer distances. Larger pups are strong enough to travel. Far-off waters might be treacherous, but there are still dangers close to home. The rocks that are visible at low tide form a barrier between the beach and the open sea. They create a stretch of protective shallows until the huge tide gets high. Between the rocks, there are also deep channels leading in from the sea. These waterways provide routes for bigger creatures to access the beach easily, and for longer. They're called attack channels, for good reason. These orcas eat fish, squid, and sometimes even whales. In open water, adult sea lions dodge and dive so quickly, orcas can struggle to catch them. This year's pups have yet to master the skills. They are an orca's favorite. But these predators don't need to wait for pups to leave the beach. Punta Norte orcas are thought to be one of 2 groups in the world who have learned to hunt sea lion pups by waiting for a high tide. And using the attack channel to launch themselves onto the beach. They will try to grab a pup, then wriggle back off the pebbles. Get it wrong, and they're stranded. But these skills have been handed down through the generations. They're very successful. This morning, the tide is in. The rock pools are deep underwater. Maria and Lola are resting on the beach. Some juvenile sea lions are playing in the swell. Lola wants to join them, but her mum isn't keen. Maria has spotted fins. It's a pod of 3, a mother and 2 daughters. In today's weather, the orcas have a problem. To catch the pups, they listen for them playing in the shallows. In this swell, sound can be drowned out by the waves. Instead, the trio start to cruise along the beach, hoping to catch a pup in the surf. The youngsters haven't spotted the fins. In open water, they're too quick and agile for orcas to catch. But in the surf, these killers can arrive with no warning. One youngster finds itself just meters from a fin. Another meets them head-on in the surf. But the orcas can't turn sharply enough to make the grab. That was a narrow escape. The orcas do a last pass and head off. They may not have been successful today, but they'll be back. Lola sees why her mum kept her on the beach. Fins aren't friendly. It's a great morning for games at Punta Norte. The big swell has brought in a new piece of driftwood. And Lola's playing Queen of the Castle. She's older and bigger than her male friend. But he's more aggressive. And bites really hard. This bolshy male seems to be starting young. By late morning, The wind has dropped. The tide is high, and the sea is calm. Most of the colony is snoozing, while Maria is away fishing. Lola is down on the beach, playing chase in the tiny waves. She's so busy having fun, she doesn't spot the fins or hear adults calling. In this quiet sea, the orcas can easily pinpoint a pup. Lola zooms along the tide line. She races as fast as she can and overtakes her playmate. She hears something new in the water. But she can't see over the waves. There's no time to react. The orca has caught the other pup, turning and carrying its prey out to sea. Lola is alive by pure luck. Fins really can come from nowhere. She knows that now. She hurries back along the dry beach to reach the others. The lesson was terrifying, but living through it has upped her odds of survival. She understands orcas now, and she'll be far more savvy when she takes to the open sea. Punta Norte is a challenging beach, but it creates elite sea lions. Lola will definitely be one of them. It's been a dramatic first 4 months for Lola. Born into a battleground, she survived fights and separation. She's learned about big waves, small pools, and how much fun it is to swim. And she knows what danger looks like. Soon she'll venture into the sea with Mum, learning to hunt, becoming stronger and more agile. One day, she'll be a mum herself, teaching her own pups how to be a savvy southern sea lion.